So here we are on his first vlog out. We're at Lightwater Valley. I have just recorded this on the way in, but then realised I haven't put the microphone in. It was nice journey here from Derbyshire straight up M1, A1M, Bangor here. About 90 miles, no traffic, it was decent. Currently just at toilets, which are outside the gates, which is nice, because quite often you go to a place like this and you have to wait to get inside. Which ain't good, is it? No, not good. So we're just waiting to go in. I have recorded the entrance, as I've said. I'll show you that briefly. It's very basic. Even the entrance in, it feels like you're entering like a hall or something, a big house, because it's just fields and grass. There's no big entrance, if you like. Even the pedestrian entrance, as you're probably looking at about now-ish, there's no real entrance. But for a good day, I think it was £20 an adult and the same for a child. Not sure, I'll probably show you that if there's a sign on way in. Are you ready for a good day?
Yeah.
Go on plenty of rides? Yeah. Let's do this. Are you looking at the dinosaurs?
What?
So we'll go over and look at the dinosaurs some more.
Yeah.
Mini golf inside.
What?
What dinosaurs have we got?
We got that one.
That one?
Yeah.
What dinosaur is that? What is it?
Yeah.
A big one. Lightwater Valley is currently owned by Livingstone Leisure. It attracts about 500,000 people a year. But at some point in the mid 20th century, 1900s, I think it was 56, something like that, there were a drought and they excavated the lake, the farm, to aid in future droughts. And basically that instigated a lot more people coming. It kind of made it a tourist attraction. So the guy who owned the farm then decided that he was going to put some rides on, make some sort of attraction. He was putting a BMX park on it and stuff. And that's pretty much where Lightwater Valley's future started. Like I say, it's owned by Livingstone Leisure at the minute, but there has been other people to own it. I think it was last bought in 2017 by Livingstone Leisure, and that was for 65 million or 6.5 million. Not sure. Text up on screen for that. So let's go inside. So as you walk in, you've got Jurassic Adventure Golf with a lily. They're really decent dinosaurs too. I don't know if they're new, but they've been looked after. Quite often you go to places and they're all ripped up and whatnot. It says that as you notice, a rip here. Yeah, they are very well made. I've just noticed as we walk past, the Dinosaur Adventure, or Dino Roar Adventure, is actually £3 a person to play. Which really annoys when you come to places like this, because then you've got, like I say, it's £20 to get in. Your first thing you walk into is, look, spend £3, come play with this. Which is a bit disappointing. But you've got your dinosaurs scattered about a little bit further as well. It's nice. Good bit of theming's always good. And it looks like Dino Roar goes further down, and I think we've got a meet and eat rather than meet and greet. We'll have a look at that in a second. We're just waiting for a picture opportunity with the kids. There you go, some cheeky faces in front of a dinosaur. So we're going to the park and turn left. On the right there is a play area, but we always go play areas last, because otherwise kids won't spend hours on that. And let's face it, you could just go to a park for free. So just walking around. There's also toilets just inside as well, which is nice. So you got some outside, some in. And I don't want to obsess about toilets, but there's no worse than when you come to a place like this and there's no toilets when you get there. I mean, we've spent 2 hours to get here. A toilet would be nice. There you go. This is Dino Roar and Meat, as I mentioned earlier. Meet and greet without the gr, so it's just meet and eat. Shame they didn't put an A in the meat, as in you are the meat. Evie's running off. Not quite sure where we're into, but I have noticed there's another little park there as well. So there's lots of little parks scattered around, which is great, especially if there's got benches around so you can eat dinner. But again, we always avoid them until later on. And then the park really does open up when you come through that gate. There's a train. Yeah, there's bounce on train.
Mini train!
Sean.
On my hand.
Yeah, down here.
All aboard. Cheers, buddy. Bit of a jolt. I always find that on trains like this, there is always a bit of a jolt to start off. Where's dinosaurs? Bronchosaurus type thing.
Brachiosaurus.
Diplodocus, Brocchisaurus.
Broccoli.
Do they call it a Brocchisaurus because they like to eat broccoli? Brachiosaurus.
We'll go on the horse one next, roundabout.
Long neck.
There's a roundabout. You sit on the horse, you hold there and you go up there. Look there, look there.
Or you can call it Bronchosaurus.
Wow, what's wrong with a swan boat? Don't like water?
If you look at the camera. Hello guys.
There's a lot of not utilised land, isn't there? There's a lot of not utilised land, isn't there? You can still listen to me. There's a lot of not utilised land, isn't there? Usually when you go on these trains, it's like you're constantly right aside of rides. But here you seem to just... There's lots of bushes and empty fields. The unthemed Alice in Wonderland ride. But it's still running. The interesting thing is it looks completely empty and abandoned and not running anymore, but it is still running, just without any theming whatsoever. So there's the map. So you come in here, we've gone straight on the train ride, which is brought us round here, all the way to the top. We're now about here-ish. It's going to bring us back round and come to here. So it's not that unconventional because quite often we just go back and forth out the outskirts. I think the best one I've seen is Flamingo Land, but this one is going to take us through the park on his way back. And we're off again. Oh, we're going for a tunnel. What's a train without a tunnel?
There's a waterfall.
Tunnel, Momo?
Next time we'll come here.
See, there's just so much unutilized space. We've never been to this theme park, if you can't tell, and it is just amazing compared to other theme parks how much space ain't being utilised. Now you could argue that it's good for Greenbelt or whatever else, but it's just amazing that they hadn't crammed everything in. For better or worse, every other theme park is really crammed together and tight, and it might be further in the park, but here it isn't, and I don't know if that's better or not. I am expecting this theme park to be very very fun-fairish. Do you like that? The swan boats.
I don't know what that used to be.
We're here.
Interestingly, the train doesn't actually drop you off where it picks people up. It picks you up over there and it drops you off here, which is really interesting because quite often if you don't do that, you get off where you get picked up, and then there's a bit of a kerfuffle getting people on and off. But yeah, that's the train. We haven't actually seen the train yet, have we? So there you go. And when you leave it, you have to go through what I imagine is about to be a gift shop. There you go, the Loco shop. Now this is quite typical of theme parks, to make you have to go through a shop to get in or get out of attractions. Nice little train themed holder. Lots of sweets. Don't kids just love touching things? And soft toys. There's nothing really themed to the Loco. It's all just random stuff. Which really upsets me about theme parks. Because if our kids are going to buy something, you'd rather buy some merch of some kind, something that'll remind them expressly of the day. But I don't think I can see any merch at all. So there you go, there was the Loco shop. Again, we did have a look and there were no merch whatsoever. It's about 50% sweets. Sorry, I'm disappearing. It's like 50% sweets, which is rubbish in itself. But there's in that shop particularly, there was no themed merch, themed toys, and there was no actual branded merch either, at all. So now we're heading over to go on rides. We're going to go on the sky ride, but Lily's not tall enough, which is strange because she's about 110 centimetres. So rides like that she's usually allowed on. Not today though. So you got the sky ride over here. The train is just over behind us where we've just come from. You've got some stalls and stuff there. And now we're heading over. And it is a very fancy, big carousel. A lot bigger than other attractions. And the sky ride is just behind us. So you're not heading far off. Lots of shops down there, that's where you come in from. And I'm absolutely loving this sun. Are you excited, Evie? Evie, are you excited? Evie, where you going? Guys, I'll tell you a secret. Although I don't mind rides, I'm really not into spinny things. Yeah, even a carousel makes me feel super dizzy. I'll tell you something about these carousels as well. There's no foot plate on the right hand side. There's absolutely nothing to put your foot on. So you have to kind of put all your weight onto the left. Oh, I don't know how people enjoy this, I really don't. I'm just dizzy. It's not good. I'm on a carousel designed for children. Even my 3-year-old is quite enjoying herself. Not me. No, dizzy. Not much longer before I'm going to be sick. It's not good. It's not. Smile and pretend you enjoy it. Smile and pretend you enjoy it. So despite how it might seem, I really enjoyed that. Not at all. But it is a good little ride. Let's face it, they're all the same, but it is quite tall and grand. I don't think the video does it justice. Another interesting little fact talking about tall and whatnot is the Ultimate were actually opened in Lightwater Valley in 1991. And that only closed last year after nearly 30 years. And the reason for that closing is it was going to take far too much money to bring it up to standard, basically, health and safety standards. So they shut it. And that also fits in with them trying to rebrand it as a family-orientated adventure park. So now we're over here at these little rides. Let's see how they go. So we come back down to the entrance slightly to see what food's available. Because we skipped breakfast this morning and we used to bring a pack up, but we hadn't. And as you can see, the other prices aren't that extreme. I mean, cod and chips at normal chippy would be about £8 to £15 anyway, so it's not that expensive. What the portions are like, I'm not quite sure. So we'll see what we get and I'll let you know. So we ended up going with fish and chips, which quite annoyed me, right? The thing is about theme park food places, the thing that always annoys me is they always take the time serving it. And that really winds me up. You've paid a few £100 to get in here and they're so slow at serving you. For like 4 people in front of us, and it took us a good 20 minutes to get served. But I'll show you what we've got. So I've gone with fish and chips, and it's a decent sized fish. I mean, that's my hand. It is a decent sized fish. Lily and Eva have also got a fish and chips kids meal. And again, this is what's really annoyed me. Whenever I have fish and chips at home, I always just have fish. Because I don't want the carbs of the chips, and I'm quite often not a fan of the chips. So I said, oh, we'll just have fish. And they were like, oh, we can't have that. And what? It's not on the till. And that really annoys me. Did they accept cash? They accepted cash, which is a massive bonus. There's nothing that I ate more than card-only places. Steph's got fish and chips as well. So 4 drinks, 2 fish and chips, and curry each, and 2 kids fish and chips. £42.20. So it's not too bad, considering where you are. But the chips are really nice, and the curry's chip shop, traditional curry. So, can't complain. Time to stop talking and eating. So in all that were really good food. I enjoyed it. The fish and chips were bang on, which is very rare for me to say because I'm quite pernickety. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best fish I've ever had, but it were really good fish. The chips were also really nice, cooked well, and they don't taste frozen, they taste like proper chips.
Yeah.
How are yours, Lil? Good?
Good.
She's just finishing hers up, and then we're going to go and see some more rides. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even finish my fish and chips. There were a lot in there. I don't think camera does it justice. There were a lot of food. How are yours, babe?
They were lovely. I thought all fine.
Yeah, Steph absolutely finished hers off. I don't know if you saw Eva's plate on table then. She's not ate much because she's a nightmare. A lot to do with struggles that we had when she was a baby. But she's not a big eater. I ate fish as well, to be fair. So I could have squeezed a bit more food in. I chose to eat her fish rather than my chips, I suppose. That being said, all the adults' food comes in these paper cardboard tray things, so you can seal them up, take them with you, and it's same for kids ones, they're the hardboard type ones. So the fact that Evie had air doesn't matter because she can eat her chips in an hour's time or whatever when she does decide she's a bit hungry. Let's have a look where we're going now. So we've already been here 2 hours. We got here half an hour after it opened. Opens at 10:30, we got here at 11. And we've only done, this is the entrance, this is the £3 to go mini golf. And we've only covered this area. As I said, we don't do outdoor play areas till last. So we've covered this little bit of an area. Now we're going to head over here to the places that we saw on the train. See how we get on, and then we'll head back over to the outdoor play area before we leave. So going back through the part where we came through earlier, so you got your sky rider on this side, Lily climbing on a wall, Evie running away, and I just wanted to show you these fairground rides, attractions that we saw earlier. So we've got Pirate Basher, Ring Toss, Hook a Duck, and Hillbilly Shootout. This is a nice little area. Again, it's an area that's not being utilised for rides, but it is a nice little area to walk into, especially on today when the weather is so hot, the sun is blaring, and we've now got a little shaded area which really does cool you down as soon as you walk into it. And I've got background music again. YouTube's going to be telling me off. You having a good day, Lil?
Yeah, we're doing an alien hunt and we're starting from 10.
Happy days. So it's just a short jaunt through the woods. I mean super short jaunt. And then you're back at the rides. Right here in front of us we've got the Eagle Claw. And then the Dragon Drop. Which again, nice little bit of theming. But this is something you don't see much in this theme park. Or adventure park as we call it. There isn't a lot of theming. When you compare it to places like Wheelgate, Twin Lakes and stuff like that, there just isn't that much theming. What do you think, babe? Our Eagle Claw.
It was a bit intense.
But you're not a massive fan of them kind of rides anyway, are you?
No. Roller coasters, that's it.
What about you, Lil? Did you enjoy Eagle Claw?
I was nervous at the first, but then I loved it as possible.
Like, Lily, close your eyes.
We're now on Eagles Creek Farm, and it's nice to be drove around by the kids. If I sound very jittery, it's because it is very jittery. Got a bit of Shaun the Sheep theming in here. As you can see, we're right outside of Eagles Claw. Got Old MacDonald playing in the background. And we're actually on Bob the Bull. There's also Milky the Cow, Ricky the Rooster. And do you know what? There's 4 tractors on this circuit, but it's amazing how slow the queue moves. For the last 12 people, it's took about 20 minutes for 12 tractors to leave. But we're on it now. As you can see, the kids are massively enjoying it. Plenty of little goats and things knocking around. As Liz pointed out, we've got a zebra.
When do you get zebra on a farm?
I don't know when you get zebras on farms. But again, I would say it's wasteland, but it does look like there's supposed to be actual animals in there at some point, and I still sound very rickety. So I'm just going to shut up and let you enjoy the ride. As you get off Eagle Creek, you've got a horse, llama, alpaca type thing. Lots of information about animals, which is always nice to see. Bit of education and some rooster roosts. Off on to the next ride. Now I've got away from the noise of the waiting bay. I just thought I'd clarify. The only reason I didn't film the rest of that ride is because it were very bumpy. So I didn't want the camera to be just constantly jaunting about and making you feel sick at home. The staff on that one were the nicest staff I've seen so far. They were very happy and smiley. But like I said, it was just such a slow turnaround for getting on and off the ride. And I do think it picked up a little bit later, especially as we were getting on. But it were a very slow turnaround, a very long way for not very many people. Speaking of queues, the longest queue we've seen today is that one. It's for Dragon Drop. So Lily's decided we're going to go to another ride and potentially come back to this one later. But you know how Dragon Drop works, it loads to the top and drops you down. It's not a massive one, I mean it's smaller than Eagle Claw, but a good one for kids. So we've come back into the woodland, that's where we came from, down there's the entrance and exit type area. And back into the woodland to go that way. We're being naughty. Steph's led us off the tarmac path onto the beaten path. And it is a beaten path. At least we're following the beaten path. And as we walk down here in this beautiful wooded area, I just want to clarify that this is a nice touch. I weren't stating that we shouldn't have places like this. It's just amazing at how spaced out things are. And like I was saying earlier when you're on the train, there's a lot of land outside of the train that isn't being used. But usually in places like this, they've utilised as much as they can. But like I said, there's not much theming, there's not much anything. There's also an alien knocking around. So you can go around, as Lily was telling you earlier, I think there's 10. That's number 8, so that's another little fun thing to do while you're walking around.
This bit's splashed.
So while Steph and Eva are on Splash Falls, Lily have gone on Splash Falls, me and Evie have gone on Flying Elephants. Shall we go up? We're going up. Now go back down. Oh no, we're going down now.
Stop.
We'll go back up. Do you like it?
Down.
We'll go back down. So yeah, Steph and Lily have just been on number 3, which is the one on this side. While Steph and Lily were waiting for that, we went on Elephant Flights. Now Elephant Flights is a simple theme park, fun fair ride. Always fun to go on, pump it to go up, it's foot pump. How were your water slide, babe?
They're quite good. I didn't get wet.
You went on the biggest drop one, didn't you? Yeah. Did you enjoy it, Lil?
It was amazing. I was worried at first, but then I loved it at the end.
Happy days, and all that obviously is just out as you come out of the woodlands on the left as you go in. So we've done that side, come back from the woodlands, there's the slides. There's also a kangaroo ride, which is just above my head, but that's not open at the minute, it's down for maintenance, which I never get upset at. End of the day, if something's down for maintenance, there's a reason it's down for maintenance. I'd much rather they shut rides and fix them than try and rush and get them open, and then there'd be an accident. Kids have now gone on to a mini outdoor area. I think we're going to let them play on that for a bit while we Vapors Arts Art, and then move on to the rest of the ride areas, see what's occurring. So as well as the park being on this side and the water slides and everything on this side, down that way is where the swan boats were. Here. So we've walked straight away from it. Yeah? We've walked straight away from the water slides, straight down in front of here. We've got this little alcove, which is nice. Piratey and scary, which fits the theme, which is a nice little bit of theming. Like I've said, there ain't much theme in here, and I'm going to stop walking because there's music on. But you've got another shooting game there that's pirate themed, and then we've got the pirate ship, which I'm going to get a bit of footage of and put my own music over. I don't know if this will make the cut because of background music, but again I just want to point out some more theming. So like you got skulls and stuff, and that's just in the background unnoticed, and it is quite often them little bits of theming that make it. I just want to point them out because I have mentioned that there is no theming, so it is nice to see them little bits put in certain places. Again, a nice bit of theming, which is weird because like I said, most of the park haven't got any. But now you enter into the bigger and better rides, there is a nice bit of theming. Can't beat a good bit of drunk pirate, especially a drunken skeleton pirate. And again, even in this part, the rides are themed. So we've kind of got the barrels here. I'm not quite sure what that's called. Here's the powder keg. So yeah, you've got the barrels there. There's supposed to be kegs, obviously. And then just across from that, you've got this. Another nice bit of theming. And it all looks new. None of it looks damaged and weathered. So whether it's new for this season or last season, it's certainly not old and worn out. Then you've got powder kegs on that side, as we've just looked at. And then on that side you've got Skull Rock, which is a nice boat roundabout ride. And then you've got a bigger pirate ship over there for your bigger kids and your adults. So Lil's just been on powder kegs. How are it, Lil?
I was so excited. Then it gave me a little bit of brain damage because it spun rapidly, but that was awesome.
So fun? Good. Are we going on the pirate ship?
Yeah.
Daddy's not. So that with a flying Cutlass. How were it, Lil?
Good.
We're the best one you've been on. We're average.
I didn't think it was going to be that high. I think it's like 10% average.
10% average. Not quite sure what that means, but he sounds good enough to me. And I'm not quite sure if you saw the footage, so I'm going to replay it. I don't know if it's a hurricane or typhoon, because although they've got Wi-Fi here, it's not the best. So I've tried to look on Flight Radar to find out what it were, and Flight Radar just won't load up a map, so I can't see where we are. But either a hurricane or typhoon came out from behind the trees, banked in a turn, absolutely incredible. Lily and Evie were already on the ride watching it, and it was super close. The video don't quite do it justice, but it was super close and it was super cool. What did you think about the plane, Lil?
It was great. It was amazing.
Right, so that was Flying Cutlass, which is just in front of me. We've just had a pit stop to get some drinks. Now we're going to head down this way, see what's down here. Evie's gone time out. She was fighting it, but it was clear that she was tired. So we're going to go on, see what's down here. And I think that's good because I'm fairly sure down here is the bigger rides. I know there's at least one coaster that Lil will want to go on. Mum and Dad will have to flip coins to see who goes on it. Steph go on it. I'll let Steph go on it because I love her. But yeah, let's see what's down here. Never mind Steph, she's just on a rant about Coca-Cola using dodgy materials in their drinks from now on. What's down here?
Oh, that's that ride that's going on.
Oh, this is the ride we were showing you from the train earlier. You can see a little bit of theming from this side, peeking over the top. But as you saw on the train earlier, there is absolutely zero theming whatsoever. And it's called Alice's Car Ride, as in Alice in the Wonderland. But as you can see, it doesn't look very thrilling from the front. And as you saw on the train ride, it's not very thrilling from the other side. Now, there is something I want to mention while we're here, and while there's no noise. That is how, you can see that Alice's Ride sign, that is how all the height restrictions are enforced. Now, we've always been to a lot of theme parks and stuff for kids, and usually they go based on height. Now, I imagine these do, but they're not very well done. So you've got your kids can't, too small to ride, you can ride with an adult, you can ride on your own. Now, the interesting thing here is, it doesn't actually tell you the heights. And on the baby pirate ship, whatever it was called, we went to put Evie on that, and we're like, oh, she's too small. How can she be too small? So we looked at it a bit more, and then we saw this other kid go on. So Steph went, I'm just going on. And these signs aren't actually at the right height most of the time. So you can't tell because it hasn't got a measurement on it, and you can't actually rely on the sign. So if you come here and your kid's slightly too small to go on something, it is worth taking them to the ride and actually asking, because they have got the metal gauges, the side posts with the sticks out telling you if you're too high or whatnot. So it is worth asking the ride, because a lot of them, especially the mini pirate ship, was way off what it actually is. Lily's now just in the queue to go on this Viking ride. It's called Dragon Boats, and when Lily's on it, I'll take you for a better look up. But it's very simple. There is water inside the little flume thing, and it's just some boats that go in a circle. How were the dragon boats, Lil?
Not very good, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah.
But they are designed for smaller babies, I suppose, aren't they? And you're quite a big girl.
I'm only 7, so that is definitely not for me.
We are talking about the 7-year-old that went on, or 6-year-old at the minute, that went on Iron Gwazi in Busch Gardens, Florida. That's more your type of ride, isn't it? Unfortunately for Lil's got this really bad problem, but she likes roller coasters like Iron Gwazi, which is a massive roller coaster. But even in America, most of the rides she was too small for, apart from Iron Gwazi. So she goes on this massive roller coaster which she's allowed on, and then she goes on the then she tries to go on the littler ones, and she's too small for them. But obviously, Iron Gwazi's got different restraints. That's why she was allowed on it. So yeah, it's always interesting because then you bring it to this country, and she's not allowed on any of them. Anyway, they're off onto the coaster now, so let's go and get some footage of that. So that is Ladybird. Ladybird were built in 1991. I think it's been here ever since, so 34 years, 33 years. It's only a kiddie coaster. Top of the lift hill is only 6 meters. Lift hill's around here somewhere. It's only 6 meters high. It goes 32 kilometers per hour. That's 20 mile an hour. The track's 199 meters long, and this time it went around twice. I don't know about other days. I'm sure when we first got here, it went around 3 times. I'm sure it went around 3 times, but it only went around twice for Steph and Lil, and twice on the first time. What do you think, Lil?
That was so fast, and I loved it so much. I put my hands up all the way. I loved it.
There you go, take that iron Guaze, that were really fast. Babe, it's been here since 1991. How were it? Were it smooth? Were it jolty?
It was quite fast, actually.
Do you know, I was looking at it thinking, that's supposed to be 20 mile an hour and it looks really fast. It must feel a lot faster when you're on it, especially up front.
No, I think it'd be faster at back.
You're dying to go back on it, aren't you?
Eh?
You're dying to go back on it, aren't you?
No, Evie's allowed to go on it. She's small in it, big
She's fast
enough.
asleep.
She isn't.
Eva's awake. Might be going for a V2.
We should take you.
Time to a bit of clowning around, apparently. Another little kid ride at the side of the dragon boat that we went on earlier. So Lily and Eva are going to have a quick go on this. And then we're off to look at the site where the Ultimate used to be. The roller coaster we were talking about earlier. Did I tell you about the Ultimate? I'm sure I told you about the Ultimate. I was telling them about Ultimate, but I've already told them about it, so I just thought I'd show them you. Are you having a good day? What's been your favourite bit so far?
I don't know all of it. It's something different. I've never been here.
We're not the RAF jet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, so we'll get some video of Lily and Eva on clowning around, and then we'll go and find where the Ultimate area were.
And I kept saying to her, come on, because we were right in front of queue. I'm like, come on, we'll go sit back. And now it's in front.
How was clowning around, Evie? Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it really good? Was it your favourite ride?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shall I go for a walk this way then? So we've just walked down from the Ladybird Roller-coaster, and this is now the train crossing, but just up here is where the train stopped off earlier, so we're now at the other side of the park, and Steph's looking at a bit of nature.
No, it's not. That's where the roller coaster used to go. There's the station.
I don't know if you could hear Steph talking in a little mouse voice then, but that is the station for the Ultimate. So this is where the roller coaster used to run, apparently. You can zoom back out. But that's the station, which we're going to head up to in a minute. We're just going to call for some ice cream first, because who doesn't love ice cream on a hot day? So now we're closer up. That is the loading station to Ultimate, and it does look clean and stuff. The windows are nice and clean, as you can see. But it's just a shame to see such a big building to be to be left empty and abandoned. Bit of ice cream branding on it. But you know, there's not much happening in this area at all. You've got some bounce castles and some swings that staff are sat on. And then again, you've got trampolines up there with another what looks like a food court. You have got something down here. So while they're inside buying ice creams, I'm gonna have a wander down, see what's here. Oh, it's but all of mirrors, which I'd love to go in right now, which looks like I'm doing, but I'm going to pull myself away, get the kids, and then go into the hall of mirrors. Yeah, such a big building. I mean, the wood still looks fairly new, so it's just such a shame to see it be sat unused at the minute. It'd be interesting to see what plans I've got for it in the future. Now I feel ultimately betrayed because I came into the shop. Steph's buying ice creams, and the kids are already in the hall of mirrors. Let's go find Eva. Bill, will you stop running off? It's so hard to get you in video when you keep running away. Well, every time I get to you, you move. Stand in a mirror. No, you look pretty weird to me. Come on, Bex. Come here. Short little Lily. That's what you looked like 3 years ago. It is. And this is the other side of the loading station. You have a loading station here. All the mirrors, and just past all the mirrors, the back of the loading station. And again, it's just a shame. It's not fenced off or anything. And you've even got part of a track there still sticking out. You see my bed? Still got a bit of track sticking out. That's obviously been capped off. Well, not capped off, but just left. But again, it's just such a shame that it's not fenced off. And the biggest shame is that it's left, stood doing nothing. Now, this did only shut last year, so there is a good chance that they're going to be doing something with it shortly. But for the time being, it's such a shame for such a big, nice building to be left empty. Evie, how's your ice cream? Or lollipop? The place up top that I said looked like a food court, into food court. It's actually a picnic area, which is nice, but I think quite often when you come to a place like this, there's food courts that have got seating and not much of a seating. So it's nice to have a sheltered picnic area. We are actually having the obligation, or feeling like you've got the obligation to actually eat. So obviously it's quite obvious where we've come from now. We've just walked up a bit further and you've got some more kiddie coasters. We've got the Caterpillar right in front of us, so we're going to head towards that and see what's occurring. We've also got the skate carts to the side of us, and that's actually got staff on, which is nice, because again you come to these adventure play areas and the stuff like that ain't got staff on, and it's a bit carnage. So it is nice that there's a member of staff overseeing what goes on in that cart area. So here we are at the Caterpillar ride. Not quite sure if Twin Lakes have called that something separate, but then we've got another coaster over there that we're going to head towards. But I imagine Caterpillar's the first one on our itinerary because it's right in front of us. And I doubt I'm going to get you some footage of this, depending on the queues, purely because it's a Caterpillar ride. We all know how Caterpillar's rides go. They go up and down, bumpy bumpy, and that's about it. Caterpillar's on its second go round, and I had to film it because Lily's near the bike and the lap bars don't go down. I assume there's some sort of seat belt. But on the first go round, because the lap bar weren't down, she was absolutely petrified. I think she's a bit more relaxed now because she looks like she's dancing. Yeah, she's a bit more chilled out now. But yeah, for some reason my lap bars aren't going down. So I assume the seatbelt, yeah, I can see someone's seatbelt. So the seatbelted in, but instead of a lap bars. And her face was just absolutely brilliant. Evie, what happened?
Just to let you know as well, we will be coming to clear up the foam in just a couple of minutes' time. So if you want to get your last couple of minutes fun, maybe take some home, whatever you fancy. But once we come down, we will need you to leave the foam. Thank you.
That's Cosmic DJ Alien Foam Party that we just got the back end of. Are you still on your shoes? Oh dear. So that's Rocket Rollercoaster. That opened in May this year, 2024. So only 3 months ago.
I found the alien!
You found an alien?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, one of the alien on aliens. It's only 3 months old. It's 335 metre long, 335 metres long, and 10 metre high. It's a very compact, tight roller coaster. It reminds me of kind of a roller coaster that you see, the Pinball at Alton Towers. Lily and Steph are halfway through the queue line now. I think this is going to be the last coaster of the day. We'll see how long it takes them to get on. And if they have fun, it's apparently only 1:20 long. I don't know from the recording. We'll see. But hopefully they'll enjoy it. It does look fast. I didn't see how fast it is, so I'll have a look now. But that first drop you've just seen looks really fast. It does actually look really good. So that was Rocket Rollercoaster. Lily's just come back off it and been like, Dad, come on it, come on it, come on it. So we raced over onto it and we were the last people allowed to be in the queue. So that was cool. I couldn't find the top speed, but I did find that it's previously been at Camel Creek. I think it's a 2017 to 2022. So that's quite cool. And it is quite a decent ride. The drops aren't all that and all as you'd expect, but it does drop low and then come back up quite high. To the same level, I don't mean in high volume, I mean compared to where it drops from. So it is quite interesting on that basis, because I don't usually ride things that are that compact, but it were quite cool. They do warn you when you get on that it does come to sudden stops, and about 4 or 5 times it comes to really sudden stops. I mean, like, to the extent it really does jolt you. What did you think, Lil?
I think that was it. I didn't like the stops, but I think that was really good.
What were your favourite, that one or the other roller coaster?
I like the other roller coasters. I like all of them because I like the Ladybird Maze because it was the fastest, and I think it was the fastest for the kiddie roller coasters, and I didn't expect it to be that fast.
Let's go see what Mum thinks. What did you think about Rocket Rollercoaster, Bubba?
I thought I was going to die.
Why are you talking so quiet again?
Because
Did you like it? Were the jolts worth it?
now I broke my neck.
Yeah, see, the strange thing is, it is actually a lot smoother than it looks up until the jolts, and they really do need to pace down the slowing
All
down.
3 of them.
Because, like Steph said, all 3 jolts are really wow. And then once you've got 1 or 2, you think that's it now, and then all of a sudden you jolt again. Oh, you found a pine cone thing.
Pine cone.
Wow. So yeah, but that's our day. That's our day at Lightwater Valley. We're now going to head back home. Nice 2 long-hour jaunt home. But weather's nice. Hopefully traffic will be just as good on way back as it were here. Go home, get kids fed, off to bed. You had a good day, you two? Lily, Evie?
Good.
I don't know if you heard Evie, but she said good. Have you had a good day, baby?
I have, yes, thank you.
What's been your favourite part of today?
The aeroplane.
The aeroplane. It is, like I said earlier, guys, Lightwater Valley is a really good park. I have read a line, it's supposedly the best value park. I wouldn't go that far, but if you've got kids aged 3 to 7, that's a 3 to 10. It is a really good park to come to. All I'm saying is, I love you. Take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and I'll see you real soon. And by the way, on that note, just a final note, we've got another theme park next week, and then, like I promised you, we're going to the world's weirdest place, apparently. See you soon. Bye.